Listen, this one's for all the fucking boomers in the back. You guys need to stop trying to tell us how to live our lives so much. Because it's like your advice is only so good in terms of how this economy is working for us right now. And it's like also the job market is piss poor right now. It's like there's a lot of phantom jobs going around, or these people don't answer, or you go in for the interview and they just don't hire you. So it's like with the lack of jobs, I feel with the economy being as bad as it is and everything being so overinflated, it's just hard these days. And I feel like older people need to understand that because me, I'm not a dumb young person. Like at the end of the day, I have a job. I do my best to save, but sometimes things get in the way of that. Like unexpected expenses pop up, like car troubles, or I don't know, just somebody's in some trouble and they need you. It's just a lot of things. And I'm learning to say no a lot better and a lot more because it's like I can't keep allowing people to like kind of hold me back in a sense. Because it's like, if you need me to bail you out a few times, that's fine. But when I have to bail you out like once or twice a week, it's just not. I don't feel like that's a compatible relationship because I'm not the type of guy that goes around and asks people for anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a listening ear at times, but even that, I'm good. I'm a very strong minded individual. I can't be around a lot of people because of that. Because our views don't always line up. And for me, that's perfectly fine because how you decide to live your life and by what standards and metrics, that like, bro, that's all up to you. But I don't like when people try to come and change who I am. And usually that's what people try to do. Because it's like, they just, I don't know. I don't know why people are like that, but they just are. They feel like you should conform to the way they are. So, yeah, I'm just not with that type of shit. I'm not a follow the herd type guy. I'm more of the guy that turns the other way. So, me and people don't really align for that because they can't just let other people be them. But back to the boomers in the back. Yeah, these motherfuckers, man. I be trying to explain to them that if it was as easy as it was, like back in their day, for us to do what they did, it's like we would do it too, because it wasn't like it was hard because it was different minimum wage, different pay things. So I understand that it had their own difficulties back then too. I'm not making it seem like it was a walk in the park, but compared to what we have to deal with, it definitely seems like it. So with that being said, I just feel like it's something that they should take into account, that everything is like 5 to 10x what it was when they was our age trying to do things. And I feel like if they could just admit that and acknowledge that, I feel like the relationship between younger people and older people wouldn't be so bad. But the older generation doesn't understand that we're a generation that we want to know why things are the way they are. You feel me? So it's like you can't just come and bark orders at us, expect results from that. You feel me? That's just how I see it. Because anytime an older person has come with like some thoughtful advice and something that was caring, I always listened a lot better and it was easier for me to comprehend them than someone just barking orders at me all the time or thinking that because they're older that they just know better. Like that's fucking disgusting. Because I feel like we all have stuff to teach each other at all times. Because you're older, so you just experience a lot more. So it's like from a life aspect and like how to deal with people and things of that. If you're a reasonable adult, which most adults are, but you have your outliers and shit. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, yeah, people are definitely good and give sound advice. It's just the thoughtfulness that people need to work on for the most part. But when I do get some thoughtful advice from the older generation, it always works in my benefit when I apply it. You feel me? So, you know, even if the advice isn't so like soft spoken or delivered in the best way, still try to understand what they're saying in it, because I feel like for the most part it is all out of like love and just not wanting to see the youth make the same mistakes that they did. You feel me? Or even have to feel like lost or like they don't have the answers. So I feel like they do look out for that, but even if it's in a tone that you may not like, it's like just really listen to what the person is saying. Try to understand it, even if it's not in the moment, even if you feel like you have to defend yourself. Just do your best to listen to one another, because that's where everything is going to come together. And that's how we could really help each other and become more wise as a whole. And older people, the boomers in the back, once again, just make sure you listen to the youth, because it's like they see things a whole different way than you do, and that shit could really help in the long run for you to just keep evolving. Because once you get older, it's like you start to stagnate and fall into your comforts versus adventure and trying to find out new things. Okay, old people? Because I'm a young man, but I feel like everybody has something to teach everybody, if it's delivered the right way, and if you want it. You feel me? You have to want it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.